Hey there everybody, this is Lee with Creative Two-Time Mom, and this video is going to be part of the Homeschool ABC Collab series. This week's letter is the letter U, U for update. So if you're new to these videos, the Homeschool ABC Collab is an open collaboration of homeschoolers here on YouTube, and it's hosted right here at Creative Two-Time Mom. Each week we take a different letter of the alphabet and we talk about how it applies to our homeschool. This week's letter is letter U, and I'm going to be giving you guys an update. So today is Wednesday, May 31st. We have been out of school since last Friday. I'm actually filming this video a little bit late because we had so much fun this weekend I didn't have time to film it any earlier. But we've been out of school since last Friday, and so I want to update you on just kind of where we're at, how our homeschool year went, what I think about the curriculum that we used. I've actually packed away a lot of it, so I probably won't have a lot here to show you, but I will link down below the video that I did in the fall sharing with you what we were going to be using this year. And then if we made any changes, I'll just let you know as I go along. So like I said, we finished a little less than a week ago. The one thing that kind of sticks out in my mind to start with is all my kids use Saddle or Oxford math, and I love it. I feel like it's super challenging. It's rigorous. I like it a lot better than some of the Common Core stuff that's coming down the pike. But the dilemma that we ran into is that the school got some preliminary testing information. And at least for my kids, the older two anyway, they're finding that kids that use Saddle or Oxford are not scoring well. And in fact, they're scoring in the negative because the Common Core questions have a very specific, the word problems have a very specific language, and Saddle or Oxford doesn't go along with that. So from the charter standpoint, they really want us to change math. From my personal standpoint, I feel like it is really good for my kids. We struggled this year because, like I said, last year we did the Common Core stuff, and it actually kind of, I felt, put us behind. So we struggled this year to regain that ground, and I was super proud of them. I almost feel like they did like a year and a half of math in this last year, but because of the particular language, they're just not scoring well. And so it's put me in this dilemma of what do I do, because now we're under pressure from the charter school to get better test scores. And I feel like the pendulum will swing again, but it's just when will it. So I want my kids to be prepared and to be in a good place with their math to move on into high school, but when is that swing gonna happen next? Oh my gosh, my neighbor is going to mow their lawn now. That's probably really loud. Let me see if I can find a different location for this video. Okay, so we're gonna go old school with this video. I tried to find a good spot to record this, and it just was not working. So I'm gonna hold the camera because I want to get this video up for you guys today. So that's my math dilemma. I really love Saddle or Oxford. The charter school just doesn't like it because it doesn't align with the Common Core stuff. So if I was going independent, I would stick with it. I'm not though, so I'm gonna have to do some research this summer. If you guys have any good ideas for some good rigorous math curriculum, leave comments down below. I've thought about teaching textbooks because then that would save me from being torn in so many directions with 3 kids. At the same time, I'm not sure it's as tough or as rigorous as I would like it to be. The other thing, we used Confessions of a Homeschooler's lap books with my 4th grader this year, which we did enjoy. I just don't think that they are rigorous enough for the older grades. 1st, 2nd grade, absolutely. 4th grade, not so much. So we are going to go back to Rod and Staff next year with my 4th grader. And then, but she really enjoyed reading books and doing projects that go along with them. So I'm not sure how I'm going to structure it just yet. but I'm going to try to do something where we do so many weeks of Rod and Staff and then take a break to do a book. And we'll either do Confessions of a Homeschooler's lap books because we didn't finish them, or I have several on my wish list on Teachers Pay Teachers site because there's several books that I would like to read with her next year. As far as science, I started out the year, I had planned Evan Moore for my kindergartner, and then I had planned Becca 4th and 6th grade separately. And I looked at that and thought, what am I trying to do? Kill myself here? So I combined my 6th grader and my 4th grader, and we did Becca 6th grade, which we really enjoyed. And it worked really well. I just kind of changed the assignments a little bit for the 4th grader, but since they're so close in age, they were able to do a lot of it together. And we found a really great astronomy lap book to finish our year off with. We used Becca as our resource and did that lap book together. So I will link that down below for you. As far as history, my older son did a core class, and then my younger two did Beautiful Feet, History of California, which was a repeat for us. I really like that curriculum. And I was looking at using that again next year, but I think we're going to try Story of the World. I like the idea of the 4-year cycle, and so I kind of gave Lydia the option, either Beautiful Feet, Early American, or Ancient History, Story of the World. And she had a good point. We've done a lot of Early American history because we did the elementary level a couple years ago. So I was going to repeat and do the intermediate level, but I think we're going to switch gears and try the 4-year cycle starting next year. So her and Josiah will probably do that together next year, and then I have Noah signed up for a core class for history. Yeah. So as far as extracurriculars, they did dance, they did swim, the boys just finished baseball. They had a lot of fun. I kind of feel like they've hit their niche. Of course, if they want to try something else, we would be open to that, but I feel like all 3 of them have been really happy with those decisions. Josiah is anxious to do swim again. He just was not strong enough this year. We tried it in September, and he could kind of do it. He just is not strong enough to keep himself afloat. I'm still teaching gymnastics, but I'm wondering if my schedule will change in the fall. The kids are getting a little bored with it. Even Josiah, even though he's pretty young, he's getting a little bored with it. I love it. I love teaching. I love having that extra little bit of money and wiggle room in our budget, but I don't know. They're kind of getting over it. So we'll see how my schedule changes in the fall. We were pretty happy with the core classes we took this year, or the charter classes that we took this year. The only one I was really happy, Lydia did an IEW writing class, and her and Josiah did like an art history class that I was super happy with. There have been a few bumps in the road with core class. It was a little tough, but overall I think we made some good choices this year, and we'll make some similar ones next year. So if you get a chance to make a video like this one, make sure you leave me a comment down below with the link to your video so I can add you to the playlist, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.